Hi friends, this is MJ, a host on this channel. So we will continue our discussion around different minor arcana cards. We have already completed our discussion on the suit of pentacles and the suit of swords. And we have reached the last segment of our discussion on the suit of cups. And the card which we are going to discuss today from the suit of cups is the Queen of Cups. So before we'll start our discussion on understanding this card, just a quick recap of all what we have studied so far. We have already discussed that tarot is basically used for doing a character analysis, to get a glimpse of the future, to get a solution to remediate confusion, and it also helps in doing meditation and scanning your energies of any negative or positive influence. Whenever it comes to understanding the constituting numbers which makes up these tarot cards, they can be divided into two chunks, the major arcana cards and the minor arcana cards. Arcana is a Latin word which means secret. So these 22 major arcana cards tell about the universal theme, more impactful and long lasting circumstances, situation and the events. But whenever it comes to understanding the impact of these energies, which makes up the daily drama of our life, our relationship, our fight for survival, our job, our daily worries, anxieties, you need to study these minor arcana cards. These minor arcana cards are in total 56 in numbers and can be divided into four suits. The suit of wands, which represents the fire element and tells about the action, creativity and the movement. Next is the suit of cups, which represents the water element and tells about your spiritual experiences and the emotional relationship. Next is the suit of swords, which represents the air element and tells about your intellect, thought and reason. It could indicate mental clarity or stress anxiety. Last is the suit of pentacles, which represents the earth element and tells about your finances, security and the stability. Each of these four suits in total carries 14 cards. The aces, the 9 numbered cards from the card number 2 till the card number 10 and the 4 code cards, page, knight, queen and the king. So far in our this discussion on the suit of cups, we have discussed that the ace of cups tells about proceeding with love, using your emotional force and some opportunity in the matters of heart coming your way. Two of cups tells about the union, partnership, marriage, acknowledging an attraction or calling a peace or truce to all the past confusion, conflicts and the turmoils. Three of cups tells about the celebration, friendship, enjoying in a team setting, group setting. Four of cups tells about going within, self-absorption and the apathy. Five of cups tells about the losses, regrets and the bereavement. Six of cups tells about goodwill, innocence and the childhood. Someone from the past connection might coming back into your life. Some past acquaintances coming back into your life. Seven of cups tells about the wishful thinking, too much of the fantasies, imagination and too many options present in front of you. Eight of cups tells about going for a deeper meaning in the life. It also tells about moving on from the current blockage. Nine of cups is the card of wish. It just tells about the wish getting fulfilled. It also tells about the emotional satisfaction along with sensual pleasures. 10 of cups is a card which tells about the joy, peace and the family. So this is about the numbered cards and we have already discussed the court cards which are page, knight, queen and king. We have discussed that the court cards, apart from telling about the presence of real life people basis their age and gender, they also tell about the growth of a situation, different role which we play in the life along with the intensity of a situation or event. We have discussed that the page of cups is a messenger which just tells about that we need to fill our whole environment with the spirit of love. It also tells about that you might run into a situation where you will come across someone who will be young or young at heart and your interaction with that person might involve emotions, moodiness, spirituality. And the Knight of Cups is all about the energy, the energy of love, which can either act in a positive way, make your life, become very fulfilled, filled with happiness, or it could just act in a negative way, making your life very unhealthy and filled with sorrows. So now we will start our discussion on this Queen of Cups. So when it comes to understanding this illustration, this design, as you can see, this very mature and graceful lady who is sitting in between of the water which has remained to be a very common element in majority of the cards in the suit of cups, which represents the subconscious, your imagination, your thinking. And you can see that her throne is being surrounded and is being embedded by these water nymphs or the angels, and she is looking very carefully on towards this cup which she is holding in her hand. and this cup is bit different from all the cups which we have discussed in this suit, because this cup is bit covered, contrary to all the previous cups in this suit which were open. So this just tells about that her feelings, her emotions are not open for everyone to see. So now when it comes to understanding the divinatory meaning of this card, what we can interpret from this? See, whenever it comes to the court cards, it's very simple. First thing is that you cannot, deny the presence of the real life person in the life of the querent for whom you are doing a reading. So let's say for example, the person who has come to you for a reading. The appearance of this card will indicate the presence of a mature lady in somehow, in some way in his or her life, the person for whom you are doing the reading. Second thing is, while understanding these cards, all what you need to do is that you need to merge two energies. First is of the suit of cups, which is about the love, nourishment, and second is about the queen, and the energy of queen is inward. Had it been the knight, it is all about the energy. Had it been about the page, it is all about the adventure. But here it is about the care, nourishment, and it's inward. So this card just tend to become very emotional, very intuitive, very psychic, and very tender hearted. So we get to know from this card that in whatsoever situation we are, we need to think and we need to act, concerned towards others. We need to remain very compassionate towards others. So whichsoever field of life which is troubling you and which has brought you to the tarot reader and to get a tarot reading done, the mere appearance of this card is just going to give us this hint that we need to remain very embracing, very loving, very compassionate, very caring. We need to abandon all kind of guiles, all kind of biasness, all kind of deceptions or hidden treacheries, and we need to inculcate the feeling of love and compassion. This is what we get to know from this card. Whenever you will find this card to be reversed in your reading, this just tells about that there might remain to be lot of dishonesty around you, little bit of the unethical, perverse character whomsoever you are dealing with in the life, which has been troubling you. The person's character is also of questionable nature. So all of that we get to know, the dishonesty, unethicalness, deception, hidden threats, unforeseen perils can be seen if this card will come out to be reversed in your reading, because in its upright placement this card just tells about the well balanced mind, pleasant news, good harmony, good marital ties, good good happiness and fulfillment in all kind of relationship. So this is all what I wanted to say with this card's upright and the reverse placement. Any point of time you need to understand the meaning of this card in the real life of the people. So let's say for example, you are not happy in your current state of business, you have come for a reading. The appearance of this card is just going to give us this hint that you need to remain little bit of patience, which you need to inculcate at this point of time. This card is not indicating you to act out of impulse, which might be a night situation. This had it been the page card, it would have given you this hint that you need to learn more in your business. The appearance of the queen card just tells about remain patient, remain loving, remain nurturing, and try to find out a solution within this sphere of business only, rather than moving out for and looking out for any solution. Same ways, let's say for example, someone has come to you for a reading and this person is concerned about his relationship, which is going through all kind of tough times. The appearance of this card is just going to give this hint that inculcate a nature of forgiving, forgetting things, of loving, remaining tender hearted, and things will soon turn out to be in your favor. So this is all what I wanted to say as my take on the Queen of Cups. I hope you guys found this video informational. For further more updates and notification on tarot, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.